Hello everybody and welcome back to my old farmhouse. Today I'm going to show you what to do when you're in a crawl space and you see your heat ducts unhooked and show you what that should look like. Let's get right at it. Lucky for me, my floors aren't done yet, so I can clearly show you this. This right here is what's called a flex duct. You might see this down in your crawl space crawling around. You're like, what in the world is this thing? This would be heat just blowing around in your crawl space. So this is the flex duct. They have rigid duct, which is silver metal, but when your furnace turns on, air will blow out of this. So you're thinking, well, okay, I have this in my crawl space, so how in the world do I fix that? Well, I'm going to show you. It's actually pretty cheap. You're going to have something like this. It's called a boot or a vent that's coming up through your floor. This is the part that you see up, and you put your register vent into the floor. If you open up your ductwork, you can actually see there's two layers. There's the actual duct, this is called a flex duct, and then the insulation that goes around it. And there's little tiny pieces of metal inside of this that works up. That's how it keeps its circle. It's very important that you get at least one full metal run around here up over this ridge, if you see this ridge here, and that'll help hold it on. Use of large zip ties and a quality duct tape. So on a flexible duct, I prefer to use duct tape and not foil duct tape because this is more flexible. They actually make a specialty tape just for this, but why buy that when good old duct tape will do the trick. So you got the boot, put the metal up over the boot. Okay. Make sure the zip tie is on the rigid part of the boot behind the metal ring you put on. That way the zip tie won't go past this ridge I was talking about earlier. They actually make a tool for this. It's called a zip tie tool. Like this. They're about $20. I know Menards has them. This cuts the zip tie and this actually tightens the zip tie. Or you can grab a pair of pliers, grab hold, and pull as hard as you possibly can. That works. But I have one of these, so I'm using one of these. You always put the cutter side, this little lever here, on first. That way it's going to cut the zip tie as close as you possibly can to the little nubbin here, the lock. So all you gotta do is squeeze right there, and while it's still tight, pull the cutter. So we have a nice tight zip tie. Now, the duct tape. Okay, when you're done, it'll be completely covered in duct tape. You put it around 5 or 6 times. Just put it around 5 or 6 times so you're happy with it. Now, the insulation. It's the same process except there's no metal ring. Take our zip ties, put it around the duct, and this is now tight. So, again, duct tape. Should look something like this. You got 2 good zip ties on this. On the metal part, make sure it's on the boot, and you're tightening it on the boot. If you tighten it back here, it's just going to squeeze and you're going to collapse your pipe. Okay, this boot is normally going to be in your floor joist like this. So you're going to be working with it right here with a floorboard up here. It's a little more difficult, but it could still be done. You're just going to tighten down from the bottom. You're going to be working on your back. You can come upstairs and take a pry bar. Normally there's screws or nails right here, and then on the other side you can just pull those out. And by dropping your boot into the crawl space, it allows you to get better access to it, so you can perform the surgery a little better. And then when you're done, just take this, push it back up through the hole that's already there. You have someone upstairs hold it, or you can prop it up from down below, or you can put pipe strapping or something up here to hold this up in place, so you can go back upstairs and mount this back how it should go. That's how you repair a flex duct. This can be done with 8-inch, 12-inch, 16-inch, doesn't matter. Just make sure you have the proper size zip tie, because they do come in longer lengths for larger diameter heat. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you don't tell anybody. Again, I'm Jay with Footsteps in the Past, and thanks for visiting my old farmhouse.